Привет, продолжаем прохождение игры RoboCop. И после последней ситуации вообще как-то все странно. В общем, мы на сеансе у психиатра мозгоправа. Так, мне жаль, что все происходит в таких обстоятельствах. Прежде чем продолжить, скажите, вы хотя бы удобно сидите? Я на это не
My
запрограммирован.
directives tell me to uphold the law, not to sit idly by.
And I'm here to help you do that without any unwanted complications. I
Жопа металлическая,
understand
только
this is
чешется.
not an ideal situation, and this is probably the last place you want to be right now.
I'm not the only one unwilling to be here. Your heart rate is above 120 BPM.
You're equipped with a heart rate monitor? I imagine it comes in handy in your line of work.
It does.
I agree this whole thing is happening rather fast, but we are both professionals at helping others. So how about we start again? My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. Naturally, I've heard people refer to you by different names, but I'm curious to hear which one you prefer.
Я Алекс Мёрфи, меня зовут RoboCop. Давай гипотетически, вот у меня тут два варианта. Либо пойти по пути, что я RoboCop, либо что я как человек, ну то есть позиционирую себя как человек. Давай, ну реально там без, как я считаю, да?
My name is Alex Murphy.
Then I'll call you Alex Murphy. I've worked with many police officers that have gone through traumatic experiences, but I think we can both agree that you are no ordinary police officer. How do you see your situation?
Воскрешенный полицейский, отряд OCP по преступностью 001. На 50 человек, на 50 роботов. Ну да.
I'm a cybernetic organism, a fusion of both the remains of the policeman Alex Murphy and this high-tech armor.
So we can't rule out that your actions are influenced by your human part. But that's something that I've already learned from the reports. What I would much rather hear is how do you perceive yourself?
Perceive?
Yes. See, what I found immensely helpful in working with my patients is transparency. In order to help each other, we need to be able to see each other fully.
Ну, моргаю я.
This is how I see myself.
Thank you for making this step.
Now that you see me the way I am, do you wish to push the reset button? Your heart rate remains high.
No, not at all. It's actually my secret that is making me nervous, not yours. You're not the only one here with prosthetic body parts. This hand, you must have wondered what happened. Some time ago, I was a victim of a crime. A thief broke into my house. He made a lot of noise and my neighbors called the police. And Ed 209 reacted to the call and mistakenly recognized me as a threat. My hand was red mist moments later. Since that day, I have become, let's say, a little leery of machines.
Вы нас боитесь? Вы меня боитесь. Давай меня
Do you
конкретно.
fear me?
I fear the unpredictability that machines bring with them. So when I heard there was a chance to contribute to the research on the stability of OCP's mechanical units, I jumped at the opportunity. I hope you don't find it unprofessional. Getting that off my chest made me feel a bit better. How about you check my pulse now?
It has dropped below 120 BPM.
You see, I don't just impose things onto my clients. I practice what I preach because it seems to work. I think that makes for a very promising start. Thank you, Alex Murphy.
Угу. Главное задание выполнено. Украденный автомобиль, дешевый дилер. Опа, кто убил Кейси Кармел? Это я пропустил. Полицейская работа. Проблема в продуктовом магазине решена. Все нарушения обнаружены. Нет. Получены улики преступлений. Ну ничего. Я погнал. Кто куда, а я по съебкам.
All done. Robo, there's something I
О,
need to show you.
что тут? Оператива мне больше, да?
I know that OCP can be a real pain in the ass, but this might change your mind a bit. We've been working behind the scenes on giving your sidearm the treatment it deserves. The Auto 9 can now be equipped with a motherboard. Once the motherboard is in, you'll be able to mount a number of processors on it. Each processor can vastly improve your aim, damage, or stability. See for yourself.
Так, Auto 9. Вставьте чип в пустой разъем материнской платы. У чипов разные типы соединений, уровня усиления. Используйте чипы для питания других частей системы и для улучшения Авто 9. Избегайте красных компонентов редукторов, которые понижают характеристики оружия. У каждой материнской платы есть свои специализации, компоновка и преимущества. Можно использовать только одну материнскую плату за раз. Так, разбор. Разброс при стрельбе, вместимость магазина, скорость перезарядки, урон оружия, пробитие брони. При зажатом спусковом крючке стрелять непрерывно. Больше увеличивает кровавый спецэффектов. Урон. Я могу типа... Подожди. Вот я, например, вот это хочу. Но мне надо в урон, например. Ну вот, 20% урон я, да? Дальше 19 я сюда, например, да? А я могу... Нет. Урон, источник энергии, урон. Скорость перезарядки сюда. Пробитие брони минус 10%. Разброс, вместимость магазина. Тут еще и направление. Так. Ну, допустим, вот так, да? И теперь мне надо, по идее... Нет, я так не могу. Вот так. Вот так могу. Угу, прикольно. Тогда, получается, негативные вот эти все штуки нивелированы, да? Вот так я могу. Не, ну это не пойдет. Угу. Мне надо вверх, вниз, да? Ну, можно влево, вверх, вниз. Так. Главное, чтобы вправо не было, да? Можно даже вот так, в принципе. Интересная головоломочка. А здесь оно не берется, потому что можно его сюда воткнуть, в принципе-то. Нет, я так не могу. Мне надо, чтобы вверх было, а вправо не было. Вверх, вверх, вверх. Я же правильно понимаю, если я вот так, например, воткну, где тут, вот, то он прям много в минуса уйдет. Ну да. Блин, ну я пробитие брони очень хотел бы, конечно. Вверх, вверх, влево. Ну так, допустим, да? Разброс при стрельбе просто мне надо как-нибудь сделать, чтобы вправо не было, да? Пойдет? Четко, все. Объединение чипов. Тут еще и объединять их можно. Не, я не буду этим
Be on the
заниматься.
lookout.
Пока что.
There's OCP tech in everything. You wouldn't believe how many useful processors can be salvaged from old devices. Okay, that's it from me.
Now for something positive.
Becker wants to see you.
The daughter of
Да,
Jens
Морган,
Stoltenberg,
спасибо.
Prime Minister of Norway, who was
what you
brutally
want,
murdered
man.
during last year's parliamentary session, is expecting a baby. It's a girl.
Any news on Luis?
Not yet. But she's been through worse. Don't think too much about it.
You know you're
Так,
right.
понятно.
We should stay strong and focused.
Здорово.
Magnavote commercials are not kidding when they say lethal response.
Нужна какая-нибудь помощь?
Once a week, Mark has to call the cops to collect the body of a dead worker.
Ты чё, залип? Так, офисной работы для меня нету, я так понимаю.
Hey, Murphy, do you have a minute?
Ну давай, чё, рассказывай.
Did you say Lewis?
Yeah. Me and a bunch of guys decided to sign this get well card for her.
Ну
I
конечно.
figured that you'd want to sign it as well.
A get well card?
Yeah, I know it's just that we want to let her know we're with her.
Я хочу подписать открытку, конечно.
I would like to sign it.
Thanks, Murphy. I knew you'd understand. Actually, there are a few signatures that we still need. Could you ask them? I think I need a break. To start, Kowalski is hiding somewhere in the lobby.
Understood.
Вот этот. Слышь ты. Да, в Цирковольске не совпадает. Что за информация медицинского страхования? Отвечая на ваш запрос, мы хотим отметить, что в случае досрочного выхода на пенсию медицинское страхование, которое распространяется на вас и вашу жену, будет прекращено, его невозможно будет продлить. Мы беспокоимся за здоровье вашей жены, так как она активно пользуется страховым пакетом для лечения онкологических заболеваний, поэтому рекомендуем вам продолжать работать полный срок. Что случилось-то?
Oh, I didn't see you there, Murphy.
What are you doing here, officer?
Nothing much. Just trying to collect my thoughts.
Would you sign the get well card for Lewis? I am supposed to get it signed and then pass it on to another officer.
Yeah, sure thing. That's a great idea.
Тебе что, нужна помощь, может? Деньгами там, не?
There
Я
you
все
go.
равно
Signed. But
зарплату не
could you
получаю.
pass it along to another officer? I think I'd like to stay here for a little bit longer.
Understandable. Take your time.
Thanks, Murphy. Kurtz hasn't signed it yet. He was in the locker room last time I saw him.
Курц там вообще, наверное, я не знаю, что там.
My heat signature recognizes that the water is cold. Is everything all right, Officer Kurtz?
Oh, talking to me? Yeah, guess I stayed here longer than I anticipated.
I have a card to sign. It is for Lewis.
I'd love to sign it, but I don't want to get it wet. Could you grab my towel for me? Yellow one. It should be by my locker.
Okay.
Окей, let's go. Ты не видел желтое полотенце? Братья в синем. Я оставил твою форму в шкафчике и даже дырки от пуль заштопал. Можешь не благодарить, но если услышишь, что ты снова называешь меня бабулей со спицами, будешь патрулировать улицы в одних трусах. А, вот оно.
There you go.
Thanks. Just give me a minute.
Это так по-человечески, да?
There, signed. I think that it's beautiful what you're doing.
You are shivering.
Yeah, I was lost in my thoughts. Didn't notice that I used up all the hot water.
Thinking about Lewis.
Yeah, but I can't imagine what you're thinking. She's your partner. Speaking of partner, I see that O'Neill hasn't signed a card yet. Be a good guy and get it to her, okay? She's at the range.
Ты что-то с зубами опять,
She'll
как
yell at
у
me if she
всех,
finds out
походу,
there
у
was a card
копов.
for Lewis and she didn't
Общая
get to sign
болезнь.
it.
I will make sure that happens.
Блин, такой, конечно, хернёй занимаюсь вообще. На что оно влияет? Больше похоже на этот...
Piece of shit.
Как будто я кофемолка какая-то. Здорово. Как дела?
Is everything all right?
I think my service weapon ain't calibrated right.
I could perform a check for you.
Yeah. Okay. Give it a go.
Давай.
I guess you don't have any problems with it.
Your service weapon is calibrated correctly.
Yeah, I guess so.
What is the matter?
I can't lie. I wanted to come here and blow off some steam, but my hands are shaking thinking about Lewis.
Officer,
It's just that if it happened to you, it could have happened to any one of us. Lewis is one tough cookie. She'll pull through, I'm sure of it. But I'm not so sure I could say the same thing about my partner. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it about me.
Мне тоже это
it
сложно
is
принять.
difficult.
Is there anything I can do for you?
You can sign this get well card for Lewis.
Sure thing. There you go. Almost everyone's already here. That says a lot about her impact on all of us. There's only one person missing, Sergeant Reed. He's in the garage.
Окей. Потом в серверную, небось, отправят, нет?
Murphy, do you have a minute?
Так я к тебе и иду. Че тебе там
I
машину
noticed
надо
you running
поднять?
around the precinct.
I am collecting signatures on a get well card for Lewis.
I know. That's what I wanted to talk to you about. I ride everyone hard, and they probably see me as a drill sergeant. And maybe they think that I do it because I don't care. But I do care for each and every one of you. And what I'm trying to say is that I'd like to sign that card, if you let me.
Ты часть отряда, ты часть семьи. Ты часть
We
семьи.
are a family. You should sign it.
Everyone's here already. Lewis, she made an impact. We've got to get the ones that did that to her.
That is my intention.
Right. Keep the card. She should get it from you. Thank you, Murphy.
Че, машину подержать? Так, все, летим.
Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Becker.
You are very determined. I must have seen your application like 20 times.
I assumed they were getting lost in the mail.
That didn't stop you, did it? You're persistent and capable, too. Highest marks on all the written tests. pretty much an ideal candidate. Aside from the fact that you don't meet any of the physical requirements, that's actually remarkable. Short stuff.
Unfortunately, sir.
Why is being a cop so important to you?
My father was a police officer, and his father was one too.
A police family, huh? It must be heartbreaking not to be able to continue a family tradition. You know, I have the power to look the other way and make you a cop despite your shortcomings. In exchange, I only ask for one thing. Your complete loyalty. And maybe a touch of gratitude as well.
Will I still get a badge? Like a proper police officer?
Badge? Oh yeah, sure.
Then Officer Washington is reporting for duty.
Good. There you go, young'un.
Is that blood?
We don't make a badge for every new officer. We just reassign the old ones after cops retire.
Or die.
RoboCop. I'm a big fan.
Well, that's great, because you'll be spending a lot of time together.
Meaning?
Aside from his regular dispatch duty, Officer Washington will become your personal overseer.
Overseer?
Yes, you will report to me on his every action. Hopefully that will prevent him from continuing to tarnish his already murky reputation. His recent behavior casts a shadow on OCP, and we can't have that.
That's a lot of responsibility for a rookie.
Every other cop refused this post. But you won't. You wouldn't jeopardize your career, right?
No, sir.
I would like to proceed with my investigation, now that we know that the new guy is Wendell Antonowski.
Was he even listening to anything I've been saying? Absolutely fucking not. You're off the case. Actually, you're off all cases. There's a bunch of documents that need archiving in the records room. That's your priority now.
Understood.
Now go. I'll tell Achilles about what's what in this godforsaken place.
Пойдем, что с документами заниматься.
Hey, first rule, kiddo, never question your superiors.
Отправиться в архив. Ладно. А, это архив.
Hi, Murphy. I was told you'd come to help me.
Давай, погнали, рассказывай,
What
что
seems to
ты
be the
тут дела.
problem?
Mr. Becker wants you to do some maintenance work, so, please scan the servers, see if they're operating properly. I'm sure they are, but he insisted I found a job here for you. Yeah, I wish I had something more exciting for you to do, since for me, this is where all the action happens.
Explain.
With this wealth of information at your fingertips, this records room should be a real hotbed of activity. Others don't seem to know how fun it is to dig through all this stuff. You can play a real-life detective here.
Officer Cecil, you are a detective.
Yeah, but mostly just a paper pusher.
So, if one wanted to find out the whereabouts of a particular criminal, what would one do?
That's easy. Just check the computer in the back, type in who you're looking for, and see if there are any matches.
Так и сделаю.
Just remember to scan the servers at some point. Mr. Becker will blow his top if I don't make sure you checked him.
Сейчас, погоди. Воспользоваться дальним компьютером. Где он тут? Дальний компьютер. А, вот этот.
I'm telling you, this is incredible. Just type in your search.
Материалы дела, отпечатки пальцев. По кличкам. Давай. Чего не работает? Отпечатки пальцев не работает. Че тут ни хрена не работает, дядь?
He's never been charged? Well, that's hard to believe. There's a neat feature you can try. See who attempted to access his file before you did. Maybe that'll help us.
Officer Briggs.
Briggs? That must be the last lead that he checked before going missing. So his case led him to the Street Vultures territory?
Металлургический завод. Понял, не
Maybe
дурак.
those two cases are connected after all. I'll have to report this to Sergeant Reed.
Не надо
And
ничего
I
говорить.
am on my way.
There's nothing I can say to stop you, is there?
No.
Well, then instead I'll say, go kick ass for Lewis.
Так, я только тебе обещал тут отсканировать, да, все. Что там?
Perfect working condition. Good as new.
Так, 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 так.
Working perfectly.
Да я даже смотреть особо-то не буду, да? Так, чисто. Одним
I
глазком.
am detecting a malfunction.
Опа.
Huh? That doesn't seem right.
This server is compromised.
Good thing you noticed it. It could lead to the loss of important data. I'll make sure Mr. Becker knows what a tremendous job you did here.
Да обращайся, чё. Изи.
We need to be on guard. OCP is trying to smuggle more of their staff into our ranks.
You're right.
Изи пизи, little squeezy, да?
Can't trust them. God knows what sort
Окей.
of people they are. Let's stay sharp.
В архиве я очень долго пробыл.
Ah, RoboCop. I was looking everywhere for you. I wanted to say that this is an incredible honor for me. But, you know, I get the feeling you don't see eye to eye
уже
with
форму
Mr.
дали.
Becker. Yet, despite the position I'm in, I'll do my best to assist you in any way I can. So, what are you doing here?
I am going to Highland Park.
Oh, isn't that Street Vulture's turf?
That is where the lead took Briggs. It could be connected to Wendell.
Oh, man. That's exactly what Mr. Becker told me you shouldn't do. It's my duty to stop you. Is it even safe for you to go? I mean, think of yourself. You keep malfunctioning, right? What if something happens again?
Hey,
А у кого
Murphy,
бояться,
found
а
this
если
on the
ходить?
back seat of your cruiser. It's for you.
I can't let you go. Is there some sort of a command for that? RoboCop, off. RoboCop, stay.
Ну да, значок.
Hey, all cops have to follow rules. Especially you. You're a cop and a machine, so you can't go. Your systems won't allow it. Right?
Wrong.
RoboCop? RoboCop?
Я погнал.
Don't do this to me. Not on my first day.
Пиздюк. Оставайся. И что выдумал в первый день меня остановить?
I know you're listening. There is still time to stop and turn back. The street vultures are territorial and vicious. You wouldn't want to be caught on their turf, especially by their leader, Spike. You know, I'm reading that he's known to be exceptionally savage. Apparently, none of his enemies got out of Highland Park alive.
I will be the first.
Вообще похрен.
I'm gonna get fired.
Они на красный поехали. Мне кажется, им всем надо выписать штраф. Занесением в грудную клетку. Да, взыскание.
Finding a missing police officer there will be like looking for a needle in a haystack. I'm looking at the map of this place and it's huge. There's no way you can investigate without being noticed. Street vultures are the big...
Ща, погоди. Так, что я хотел? Щит ставим. Два еще есть. Пам-пам-пам. Давай сканирование сделаем, чё.
biggest gang in Detroit.
I have a large supply of bullets.
Есть что тут пособирать. Опа, прикольный рисуночек. Поделиться сомнениями. Слышал, что кому-то не нравится, что я приказал избавиться от нюка, который мы стащили у этих грязно-горящих голов. Уличные стервятники наркотики не принимают. У нас есть правила, и если мы хотим построить империю, нам надо их придерживаться. Кого-то это не устраивает, давайте скажите мне об этом, и я с радостью отрежу язык тому, кто мне не нравится, мои приказы. За ЗОЖ.
Abandoned squad car sighted. It could belong to Officer Briggs.
I can't report it based on your assumption. I'm already in enough trouble.
Чё тут вообще? В машину стреляли. Улики. Опа.
Bullet holes in the bodywork.
Every cop car in the
12
precinct has
миллиметров.
bullet holes.
Опа, кровушка.
There was blood on the seat.
I mean, it's possible it belongs to someone else.
OCP tracking device torn out.
That's why no one knew where to look.
Все, собственно. Дело практически раскрыто.
Trail leading from the car.
I know you really want to find Briggs, but the trail might as well belong to any of those bikers. I'm urging you to discontinue this search.
Negative.
Ты шо, как мамочка хорошая. Угу. Че, сейчас пацанов встречу, наверное, да? Быстрые, очень подвижные, атакуют с разных сторон. Угу. Понял. Понял. Можно мне тоже на мотоцикл сесть? Его еще и схватить можно было. Подвижные, конечно, ребята. Опа, ящичек. Хотелось бы там увидеть что-нибудь полезное. Не, ну музыка-то неплохая. Сейчас, наверное, там буду пробегать, скорее всего. А это что за тема? Угу. Раньше, помнится, в 2000-х годах, в 2010-х были такие линейные всякие стрелялки, где тоже прятали всякие предметики, там всякие ништяки по, ну, по углам, можно так сказать. Вот. А это, конечно, вот этот вот момент напоминает. Всякие там секретные комнаты.
Look out! It's RoboCop!
Можно? Есть что полезное? Ага, они с узишками, да, просто все бегают. Это полезно. О, боевой дробовик хочу попробовать. Как терминатор буду заходить. I'll be back. Что с лицом? Угу. Ну, тут женские сумки собираю. Что это вообще такое? КН-21. Давай попробуем. А у меня, наверное, оттуда ждали. Сидит он. Вот это, кстати, неплохое оружие. Но вот это будет еще лучше. Окей. Бухгалтера. Слушай, ну я и так, в принципе, что, я не против бухгалтеров.
I am looking for a police officer.
Hey, I don't know anything. I'm just an accountant.
He was brought here.
There is always so much happening around here. I tend to focus on my work. I wouldn't remember.
Would you like me to refresh your memory?
No! Police officer, I get you. You're right. Not long ago they brought him here. He was already in real bad shape. I kind of felt for the guy.
Where is he?
Once he got back on his feet, they took him away. But I don't know where. I'm telling the truth. I only deal with numbers. If you need any more info on your friend, try the warehouse office. It's on the west side of the mill.
Окей.
Do not move until I return.
No problem. If anyone finds me cuffed up here, I will look as tough as the others.
Вот почему не сделали загрузку?
Are you ready to come back to the precinct?
Negative. A wounded officer, perhaps Briggs, was moved to another location. I have a thug's testimony proceeding to the enemy command center.
How can you be sure that he's not leading you into a lion's den?
I am hoping for it.
You're hopeless.
Ну вот для чего вот это вот я столько пробежал, чтобы услышать вот эту вот речь? Возможно. Но для чего?
That whole area is out of police jurisdiction, and according to the new policy, if we wanted to legally be there, we'd need to go through CP executive. And I'm sure you know what Becker's standpoint is.
I believe I do.
Starting to understand why he hired me. You're a handful.
The prey! Blow his head off!
Стоять, что тут? А. Гранатометчик. Название, да? Гранатометчик стреляет гранатами. Окей. Блин. Хотя ладно. Там лестница где-то была же, да? Связист. Угу, понял. Кажется, становится интересней. Ну, вот это сейчас, кстати, полезный навык был бы. Про навык я имею в виду отмечать врагов. Перезарядка, кстати, мега долгая. Что-то я... А где ты, чувачелы? Я что-то не пойму. Ну ладно. Иди в баню. На меня в тупую, да, пошел? На что он рассчитывал? Меня же не будет сейчас глючить. Понятно. На что я надеялся. Не зря сюда зашел ящик. Мне даже интересно посмотреть. Так, ну допустим, 13, да? Ага. Нет. Тут 14 стоит, 15, 13. Ну, можно типа вот так, да, сделать. А, нет, подожди. Вот так я могу сделать. Это я не могу сделать. Ну, так могу еще сделать. По идее, побольше будет. Пока что все, да? Блин, почему он не дает отсканировать-то? Что меня глючит, да? Блять, печатную плату взял, успел.
I knocked his fucking tooth out.
Well, cop, now we know you won't be leaving here in one piece.
You won't either.
Hey, you're spoiling my mood again. I don't like it when cops wander around. Cops mean trouble, and trouble upsets me. So really, this is your fault.
Do whatever you want. But soon the cops will...
No cop of any kind is going to show up here anymore. The police officially won't be responding to any calls from this area.
Does this mean we have a deal?
As long as you can work quietly.
We're vultures. You need carrion. We're up to the job, no worries.
And as for your toy...
Would you like to join us?
A fine offer, sealing our contract in blood, but I prefer cleaner games. How about instead we do some hunting?
Could add a bit of cheer, spice things up a bit. And I know just the right place for it. How does it feel knowing we're gonna take you to the quarry and shoot your ass to pieces? And the police ain't gonna do
Странно,
shit
блин, из зоны
about it.
какой-то не будут принимать вызовы, типа.
Really pisses him off.
Your readings are off the charts. What happened?
I found a tape of Briggs being tortured. Their boss Spike was in on it, together with Wendell Antonowski.
Did you say he was tortured?
Yes, surrounded, with no way out and no backup.
That sounds so messed up.
They used him as prey. They mentioned a quarry.
Did you say quarry? Okay, let me have a look. Yeah, I see.
Что-то он там не успел добазарить. Что, они прям тут стоят? Здесь не был, да? Критики мэра Кузака иронично называют его определенным амбициозом. Он не только приложил руку к разрушению Детройта, но теперь собирается разрушить и город, который даже еще не построен. Конечно же, речь идет о Дельта-Сити. Это ведущий проект SCP, также называют городом будущего, в котором бедность и насилие должны полностью отсутствовать. Но мегакорпорация испытывает сложности на пути реализации своего смелого плана. Многого за мэра Кузака. Тем не менее, приближающиеся выборы могут резко заменить ситуацию. Если бы администрация города была получше расположена к SCP, работа на Дельта-Сити могла бы уже начаться при условии, что мэр Кузаку не перезабираются. Каково возражение Кузака по отношению к проекту Дельта-Сити, кого будущее Детройта? Читайте подробности на странице 4. Так, ну я предлагаю, в общем, продолжить в следующей серии. Вот. Если понравилось, ставь лайк и погнали дальше искать. Вот. Что случилось с Бриксом.